case only on jurisdiction. The much known Ivanov case of the I love you virus, which has originated from Russia. The issues that arise, not just of extradition or treaties, etc., but in fact a defense which WikiLeaks could take today, which is that whilst spreading of a virus was an offense in the US, it was not an offense in Russia. So when this bug originated from Russia and crores and millions of dollars of loss was caused, and the US government requested for extradition of this person called Ivanov, Russian government refused because it was not an offense in Russia. What did the US do? It's not always, the answers do not always lie in the ether world. The answers do not always lie in the cyber world or cyber laws. Please look to your substantive and procedural regular laws. Look to offline, not just online investigations. Our own, one of the first convictions of Suhas Katti from Chennai proves that, where they traced him through offline investigation and not necessarily online investigation. And look to your solutions. Here the US did something very simple. They let it lie. About 6 months later, Ivanov gets an invitation to make a presentation. So watch out when you get invitations for making presentations, okay? So he gets an invitation to the ultimate paradise on earth, and he readily accepts, to visit the US to make this presentation. And the minute he lands on US territory, he is arrested like that. So sometimes people just find solutions which are off the beaten track. I would like to just address one final issue, which is the query that this gentleman raised. That is a classic case of Nigerian fraud. We have had many instances where even lawyers have fallen for it. The difficulty again that arises is not that inability of the police to not be able to investigate, but what was pointed out earlier, which is that invariably these are all routed through many servers. So in many cases, for instance, we have been able to catch it early. In one very similar case which I handled, where a person had paid out certain monies for supposed security deposit for getting this job with very high returns. Luckily, some alarm bell rang at some point of time, and when he came to me, and then we immediately registered a case with the Mumbai police. They were able to at least save that money because it was being routed through ICICI. So they were able to stop that. They were able to trace the earlier payment made, and at least the culprit was traced to a person in Mumbai, and therefore we were able to apprehend him. So it is actually for a job supposedly in the UK. So sometimes when the culprit is within the jurisdiction, the police are able to act faster. There are many instances where, in fact, 90% of these Nigerian frauds are not even reported because of, people think it's a stigma. I'll be shown to be very stupid or foolish, so I don't want that to happen, and they let it be. The monies lost are not very large, so they let it be. When it is taken up and when it is found to be a person within the jurisdiction, it's easier. Sometimes when it's outside the jurisdiction, it's tough. We now have the Varanasi blast case where it has been traced to hacking of a Wi-Fi unit in Malad, and they are still not able to trace and apprehend him. So it is not necessarily inability or not being aware or not being capable of doing it, but practical difficulties which fall in the way. I'm happy to discuss other things offline. Like I said, not everything has to be online. And thank you all once again for this question.
Very good demonstration you have given with regard to the forensic and technical treatment.
Dr. K.P.C. Gandhi is the chairman of Truth Lab.
When country is ready, or whatever I speak will be less relevant than life. And I will only give some food for thought. Because having heard the definition, the meaning, the scope, the categories, the examples, the illustrations of all the panelists including, justice and themselves. And nothing more to add as far as I have only one thing to say. How many of us will go to the police station or court if we have to resolve our cases? And let us say from the citizen's point of view, how many citizens in this country are willing to go to the police, and courts to resolve their issues, to get seek justice? What percent of the people? Can you answer this question? 1%. And how many of them, having gone to the police and court, will be able to get justice? The percentages may vary, but can you take 1 or 10 or even if you take 20 or whatever it is? Because I rate it very, very judiciously. It is about 50 to 20%. Because I have been in law enforcement 40 long years. In fact, to tell you, to draw the attention, the first National Conference on Cyber-related Crimes, 1999, was organized by me in this very hall, in collaboration with CBI and RBI, when many of us don't know what is cybercrime. To draw the attention of the CBI and the police and the banks and financial institutions of the country to see that these things are prevented. Today, how many, roughly, do you think, how many cyber crimes are being reported which have already occurred to the police so far, now today? You are saying 1% of general crime, conventional crimes like other things. It is not even 1% of what general crimes are being reported. Please understand the main point here that not even 1% of the cyber crimes that are happening are being reported for the simple reason they do not have confidence on the system that is prevailing today. I am not talking of anybody else. The elderly gentleman talked about a case. Thousands and lakhs of cases are occurring every month. And we ourselves, being founder of crime stoppers in India, having networked with 23 other countries, I tried to trace Nigerian crime to UK, with UK police help, but because our police could not coordinate with the UK police, that has come to accept this tax. My dear ladies and gentlemen, here the need of the hour is not simply taking out the statistics, but doing something which is necessary to be done to stop this. Otherwise, the younger generation, who are most of the time spending, Canada is saying 80% of people are spending their time in the cyber space. The ill effects of it already we have seen by westernizing ourselves and by making our people exposed to Western countries. What are the ills we have already seen? The cultural shock. But if this is not averted quickly, and the system, I don't say police or judges, justice tribunals of, and many other people who are trying to spare at this moment. If this is not, if the proper solution is not found quickly, it's very difficult to contain this type of menace which is going to attack everyone in everywhere. The type of cases which are handled, the truth labs is meant only for those people who cannot go to police and courts. Truth labs is started for the first time in the country, first time in the world, with our section. We are flooded with cases. We thought only we will deal with common man's problems. But police are sending. Delhi police, Haryana police, Goa police, Karnataka police, CBI, they send cases in this private lab. And let a lot of foreign cases were being. It's all why? Because systems are not proper. We are quickly finding some solutions for systems being put in place. Otherwise, the cyber space. Why? CBI said that. Do you know, just not even 10 years back, Mumbai police is hacked. Andhra Pradesh police site which we have created has been hacked. All this, the last 6 months, this hacking will continue. Because a lot of measures have to be taken. We don't have even 1%, or even if we say 10%, 90% measures have to be taken. And this requires not only a thorough understanding of subject on, to the police and judiciary, and which is the need of the hour. And I am sure that some of the cases which we have dealt from individual level, hundreds of cases we have dealt at individual level. The women, the girls, the women are being harassed. We are taking up only selective bench some of the cases, and lot of I don't want to name some of the corporations. If you, at least I can name some foreign corporations. The Templeton Investment, which is the world's leading investment company, there are lot of problems. We have solved the problem. If you take by banking, the United Bank of Switzerland, their problems they're not able to approach the police and court because they're not able to get the system in place. Right answers at the right time. And if these are the two examples I have given. We are doing cases from other countries also. And individuals in this country need some help. And I am sure that Justice Tandon and many other people who are really doing very great work will be able to solve the problems. With this, on behalf of myself and your truth labs, all the staff dedicated their lifetime in Central State Public Laboratories have joined the truth lab, which is the first non-profit venture, and we will be able to resolve a microscopically small, infinitely small percentage of cases which we can handle, but many things have to be answered in this is the people who are in the. Thank you very much. And in the first of all,
thank you, Mr. Gandhi. We are wholly unaware about your truth lab unless you will invite us.
Obviously, my chance to reply. The number of issues have been raised. In fact, they concern us. I have been discharged as a lawyer. He was top civil lawyer in Allahabad High Court. And industry and delivery were his selling points. He became High Court judge. That time computer was not in vogue. Now he is heading cyber appellate tribunal. So this has come to stay. Cyber crimes have come to stay. We have to take care of 23% because who are insiders. Thereafter we will take care of the remaining percentage. These hackers have become mover and shakers of the system. So even if we don't have any extradition treaty, we can go for international convention or protocol, some sort of. And in this context, we can recommend to the government of India. So as training part is concerned, I know one of the people was the DIG Asim Arun. He was the BGP Sharon. He solved number of crimes taking help of these. He was computer savvy and now he is DIG Gorakhpur. So it's not that police cannot do it, police is doing it, and some over this police officers are definitely doing it. Lot of things have been told by them, but I would request Mr. Rajchandran to do something for us also, because we have been brought up in conventional traditional manner. Even lawyers do not argue the cases in this session, which have been argued like by Vivek or Kadika. In Kanpur, we have stock exchange. And one of the cases, I had to consider, one of the lawyers argued very successfully. One went for trading, and one employee of Vigyan investment, he went for trading. Suddenly the retired people was due to 8 lakh shares worth 8 lakhs. Police was not able to trace where the money has gone, and money had not gone to him, the employee of the Vigyan investment. So bail had to be granted, and I replied to Mr. Vivek, we have to grant bail to, in those offences, their maximum punishment is 3 years. Even after the convict, even after our magistrate convicts, then we have to grant bail as a matter of right under section 89 CRPC. Since police always says mobile is today, not the rata. So we have to grant bail, that is the state requirement, and even otherwise bail is the rule. I thank once again Shri Rajchandran having given me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Mr. Adish Agrawal. Yes.
Now, with the vote of thanks given by Dr. Adish Agrawal, President International.